Hey guys, what's up? It's Dee over here, and I want to wish you welcome to my virtual magical space. In today's reading, we are going to see what messages your inner child has for you. There was a saying once that your higher self is actually your inner child, and I thought that was a really interesting saying, and that it makes so much sense because if we know how to talk and how to address to our inner child, then we can better communicate with our higher self and we can better embody what we actually are in this life somehow. You get what I'm saying? So we are going to have 3 piles. Pile number 1 with the rose quartz. Pile number 2 with the malachite. And pile number 3 with the yellow citrine. If you need more time to pick a pile or piles, just pause the video. Now, before I get started, I must say this is a general reading and it may not resonate for everyone. Also know that I'm only reading your current levels of energy and this may change anytime. So let's explore this mysterious connection between our true selves and our inner child. Let's see, what does your inner child has to say to you? We are going to start with the first pile. Pile number 1. With the rose quartz. I'll just put it here for now. And let's see, what do we have here? We have wait. It's not yet time. Things are being woven. Okay. Let's see. We have judgment. We have the high priestess in reverse. We have the world. We have 5 of wands. We have the sun. We have 7 of pentacles. And we have elder of pentacles. Let's just see for now only these cards. What does your inner child has to say to you, pile 1? It feels like deep down you're a very creative person. It's like your inner child feels that you live in this, I don't want to say dull world, it's much more like a black and white world, and that you are the artist and the painter of your own world, if that makes sense. It's like it wants to tell more stories. It wants to see the world in a much more colored way. Wants to express the artist much more. They want to dance. This child, from what I'm seeing, wants to, most of all it wants to paint, but it's also about rewriting the way you see the world, and pretty much rewriting who you are through art is what I'm feeling for you. Let's see. Here it's not even about listening to your intuition. It's about feeling, right? It's about listening to your feelings, which are a different energy than your intuition, a different means of communication. Connect with, I feel like saying, higher realms. Your inner child wants you to connect with the dream world much more. It wants you to connect with the way you viewed the world as a child, is also what I'm feeling. Just lose sight of logic for a second. It's about, I'm seeing your inner child is so eager to get into a competition, just fight, but not like in an aggressive way, but much more in a friendly way with your friends. It's like, go engage in a pillow fight or something. Yes. And with the sun in reverse here, I feel like it's also about you expressing your emotions in front of other people much more. This way you will connect with your inner child, because each time you will do this, your inner child will feel very, very appreciated, very, very much understood, and you'll feel it. It's like you'll just have this unexplained sensation and feeling. For some of you, I feel it's also about getting in touch with the side of you that appreciates objects very much, you know? I mean, I know we are living in this world where it's all about having a minimalistic lifestyle, being a digital nomad and so on. But it's like part of you wants to be a collector. Part of you wants to, your inner child wants to just enjoy the details of the objects around it, like the aesthetic, the joy of playing with them, interacting with them. And don't you worry about stacking up objects, because I have this feeling that your adult self will definitely find a place for those objects, right? For some of you, I'm picking up crystals as a nice collection to have. Let's see, Elder of Pentacles. Yes, this is also about the joy of having and keeping objects, and just for the sake of having them, interacting with them, playing with them, not necessarily having a very elaborated plan on how to use them. Let's see, what do we have next for you? We also have Page of Pentacles over here. We have Eight of Swords. We have the Hermit in reverse. And we have Six of Swords. Give me a moment over here. I'm feeling here you want to do so many things. You have this perfectionist vibe of you. And you're just trying to do the best you can, trying to be productive. Trying not to get overwhelmed by doubt, fear, anxieties, and also with the Eight of Swords in reverse. Trying not to believe that you're not good enough. And you're like in a constant search of how to achieve this. And your inner child is here to tell you that you will achieve much more by just sitting than by acting from a place where you don't feel any sort of inspiration. Yes, it may sound like a paradox, but with this card over here, wait, it's not yet time, things are being woven. It's about you taking your time. Don't hurry, because your inner child is not preoccupied with time. Your inner child has all the time in the world to explore this place, to find themselves also. And trust me, you'll achieve so much more by reconnecting with that joy you had as a kid, remembering how happy you were only by exploring your small joys as a kid, playing with others. Yes, with the Hermit in reverse here, I feel it's also about you going through this changing, this major change, but also involving other people in it. It's about you connecting with others, not doing this on your own. It's about you forgetting what does it mean to be a busy adult with like this fixed plan that in a way it's working. I'm not saying it's not working, but it's something missing over there. It's like you can do so much more, and you know it. You know it because you have it in you. Your inner child who wants to do something different, who wants to do something more, and who's here. All these negative fears, doubts, all these thoughts that are not serving you could be replaced with a joy that will help you go such a long way, that will help you connect with who you actually are in ways that you just cannot expect. It's like it's everything already there. It's about your participation to everything that matters. Yes. For some reason, I'm not worried about you creating plans in real life, because I just know how efficient you will become about everything in your life if you just wait. Just wait, forget about time. You see how this girl is here in space, not having any notion of what to do. It's like she's just floating in this space. Work with this idea that time is infinite. Time is just a concept. Yes. This will also help you better connect and better feel your inner child. Time is just a concept, you know? Time is just an adult thing, a thing that adults invented so they can have an excuse for not being themselves, right? You don't need that. Your inner child says you don't need that in your life. You can do better than that. You're just better than that. Pile 1. Yes, this is what I have for you, Pile 1. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for letting me do this reading for you. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a big, big, big thumbs up so the YouTube algorithm knows that you want to stay connected with me. I'm sending out many sparks your way. Take care. We are going to move to the next pile. Pile number 2. Let's see. Messages from your inner child. What do we have here? We have Star Brothers. Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. Okay. We have Two of Cups in reverse. We have... Oh, excuse me. Now I just noticed that this is actually pile number 3. We are going to continue this reading with pile number 3. For some reason, this pile wanted to speak much more than the other one. So we are just going to see what messages your inner child has for you, pile number 3. Elder of Wands. Three of Swords. The Star. Child of Pentacles. And Justice. Interesting. I feel you were a child who wanted to help and had this joy of helping others as a kid. And I find this so nice. You were just so courageous, I want to say. It's like you had this boldness in you that few people had. And maybe you grew up near countryside, or You appreciated nature very much. You took long walks in the forest, in the park. Your inner child wants you to connect with those places, nature in general maybe. It's also about you connecting with your origins. Your inner child wants you to connect with your origins. Maybe your grandmother, your grandfather, maybe go visit a small town that you lived in. I feel that there's so much peace waiting for you there. It's like you'll gain the sense of stability that will just make you remember of who you really are. And I find that so interesting. I'm also feeling you have this adventurous side with the Elder of Wands here. You're someone who likes to do things without a plan, who just likes to take action. That person who maybe likes to play pranks sometimes on other people, make gifts, be there for someone. But it's like your energy is always changing. That makes sense. With this small lizard over here. It's like you're so dynamic, and your inner child wants you to connect with this adventurous side of you. With Two of Cups in reverse here, I feel there's this disappointment you had as a kid. You went through something in your childhood, something that marked your way of thinking very much. It's about an emotional deception you went through that pretty much affected, and it's still affecting you as an adult. You went through a big loss. You experienced grief. And yes, this feels very, very sad. It's like you had to grow up so young, and your inner child still feels these emotions, these hard emotions that you had to go through. You had to be very strong for yourself, for others. And with the Star card over here, I feel like your inner child wants to tell you that you have a guiding light taking care of you, watching over you. It's like someone is definitely watching over you. And the more you will connect with your inner child, the more you will feel this energy that I'm talking about. Let's see, what do we have for you next? We have the Magician. We have Queen of Pentacles. We have Queen of Cups. We have Five of Cups, and we have the Hierophant in reverse. Give me a moment over here. It feels your life is changing very quickly. It feels like you have to adapt very much to your surroundings, to the people around you, and this doesn't make you any room. This doesn't make room for your emotions somehow. Your emotions, and including your inner child. With the Queen of Cups here, I feel that you're very close to expressing more your emotions. You have this, you trained in a way to, trained is not the right way to describe it, but it's like you went into this direction of being much more free. And your inner child can feel this. But it's still about you giving yourself the nurturing that you need, giving yourself the time that you need, giving yourself the attention that you need, with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And I know this is hard. I hope you don't take this as a critique or something. I know things haven't been easy for you. But with the Magician here, you're ready to do this. You're ready to embody whatever you want to embody, to be whoever you want to be, to connect and to communicate with whoever you want to communicate, including your inner child. You have such a strong character, and your inner child is no different. I feel such a strong energy. It's like you're powerful by nature. Your inner child is still undefeated after so many things going on around this, around the situation that you went through as a kid, and your whole life right now, it's still undefeated. It's still there. It's like underneath this rebellion, who you are. Who do you want to be? Connect with who you want to be by listening to your inner child. Dare to look inside yourself is what I'm feeling applies to you. And yes, you're definitely a very strong person, very loyal. It's like you have very strong principles, and this is something very big. Very big. You have this interesting and powerful way of protecting the people that you love. It's like you are always there. You're always there for the people that you care about. You always make time for them. Yes. Your inner child wants to feel belonging. Your inner child wants to feel included in your life. and I feel you can make this happen. You know, yellow, I feel it's also a color about companionship, friendship, loyalty. And for you, it's about showing your inner child the loyalty and camaraderie that you show to your friends. This is what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'm sending out many, many sparks your way. If you like this, don't forget to give it a big, big, big thumbs up so the YouTube algorithm knows that you want to stay connected. And we are going to move to the next pile. Let's see. We have here pile number 2, who became pile number 3 for some reason. What do we have here? The void. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. Interesting. We have Guardian of Cups, let's see, messages from your inner child, Death, okay, Two of Swords, give me a moment over here. Ace of Wands, and Six of Wands in reverse. First of all, I feel like you're going through this massive transition period, massive, massive change. It's like you're rewriting your identity, you're rewriting your history here on earth. You're reclaiming who you are meant to be. And from a higher perspective, this may sound very fancy, but I know that from here, from the actual earth, it may seem very, very difficult, very frustrating from time to time, and it's like it may feel like things are crumbling, and your inner child feels this energy. And because I know you're going through a rough time, I want to say this. It may not sound obvious, but the things that you are going through are very much connected with some things that happened to you as a child. It's about, I don't know how to phrase it. It's like when you were a kid, you had to go through a major change. And that change was rather quick. It was like, it felt like you really didn't have a choice. I mean, now when you look back at it, it feels like you you made the wrong choice, but it's not about that. It's about the fact that you didn't have any choice because you were a child. And yes, it feels like you have such a strong character, and you're so hard on yourself sometimes. Your inner child feels to be going through a very dark period, I must say. But it's still so happy to talk to you. It's like it just wants to connect with you, wants to be in your energy, wants your attention. It wants you to remember as how you were as a kid, how passionate, how powerful, how strong you were as a kid. It's like you just had this way of totally believing in the causes that resonated with you. You may have had like a very strong love for animals. You wanted to save the planet. And your inner child knows who you are. And definitely wants to connect with you, wants to communicate with you. It wants for you to celebrate much more who you are. And I know that celebrate, it may be like a big word, but let's say just take into account your own emotions. See how far you've come. You've really been through some really strong stuff here. And I feel you're not giving yourself enough credit for it. Yes, it's like this transformation that I'm talking about started when you were a kid, and it's only now finalizing or taking a much more concrete shape. And this is why you feel that you are going through this such a dark night of the soul. But it's actually just a thing the universe does to us from time to time. It's about you going inwards, you respecting your own rhythm, your own natural cycle, and you, by honoring this, you will see how you will understand much more the energy that you are having right now. It's a period for you to go inwards as much as you can. And don't forget about losing who you are or losing pieces of yourself. It's like the real you, your inner child, is always there. Your inner child will never change, will never die. You'll never lose who you are. I really hope that you get this. Your essence cannot be shaken by anything and anyone. You're that much powerful. Let's see. We have Ace of Pentacles. We have Knight of Cups. We have the Devil in reverse. And we have Five of Swords. Yes, I feel with this Ace of Pentacles here that you are focusing on doing things, maybe trying not to think about your feelings so much. But deep down, you know this is not working and this is just another coping mechanism. And your inner child knows this, And this is why a lot of the things that you want to do and that are part of your plan are not succeeding, and you don't see yourself succeeding. You may beat yourself up because of this. You may have some dark thoughts, thinking you're not doing good enough. But it's really not about that. It's really just your inner child all along. It's your inner child telling you, you really don't have to be with the devil here in a verse. You really don't have to be someone different than you actually are. Because you actually have everything you need right inside of you. You don't have to sacrifice your principles, your values, your time, you know? You should just stop trying to adapt to this crazy hectic world that we live in, or to adapt to the people that just don't appreciate you so much, you know? You should just see that you just deserve more. And I know this may be hard, trust me, I know, but like with the Knight of Cups here, you really have this power inside of you, this power to love yourself so much that you actually see what is right for you, what to do, to respect your needs, respect your priorities, you know? You really can do it. And you can remember who you are by reconnecting with your inner child. You will find that there all the love that you need, all the support that you need. And it may sound weird, getting support from your inner child, because maybe we sometimes associate support with a thing that only adults can provide for us, or older people. But I believe in exchanges of energy, and your being really would benefit by connecting and communicating with your inner child. You will find that you are much more powerful than you realize. With this stone over here, it's like you are so guided, so protected. And what I love about this stone is I feel it really helps people being who they are, embodying their authentic selves, while not being afraid of the consequences, in a way. Like, I feel this stone helps people support their own emotions. This is a very powerful stone. It really helps us to see that we can be ourselves, and we can have also our own values, principles, emotions, everything intact. We really don't have to sacrifice anything. Yes. You just have to be you. And I feel here efforts from both sides, your side and your inner child side. It's like you're so close to connecting with each other, to connect with each other. It's about recognizing the common language that you speak, which is love, which is the feeling language. And you may not think that you've come a far way, but you really did. Like, you learned so much. And this may not seem like it because you, as I've said, may have this tendency to compare yourself with other people, but actually you really are doing very great. Like, I must say, you're doing spectacular for someone going through the things that you went through. It's like you're rising from the ashes. You're really changing so much, transforming so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it very much. And thank you for letting me do this reading for you. I'm sending out many sparks your way. And don't forget, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up so the YouTube algorithm knows that you want to stay connected. This being said, see you in my next video.